Watch a concert pianist's fingers move across 88 keys at 12 notes per second, or a basketball player sink 9 free throws out of 10 in a packed arena. It looks like talent, it feels like magic. But behind almost every elite performance, there's a clock ticking. Thousands of hours logged in 30-minute blocks over months, over years. Mastery isn't a personality trait, it's a process. It leaves fingerprints, calluses on fingertips, worn down shoe soles, notebooks filled with corrections dated March the 3rd, April the 18th, July the 2nd. If you zoom in close enough, skill is built from very small, very repeatable actions. Most people think mastery is about intensity. They picture 6-hour practice marathons, big motivational speeches, some sudden breakthrough at 2 a.m, fueled by caffeine and willpower. But the brain doesn't change through drama, it changes through repetition. Practice a guitar chord 50 times, and certain neurons fire together. Do it 500 times, and that pathway gets insulated by myelin, a fatty sheath that helps signals move faster. And amongst all that, there's one very big mistake: obsessing over outcomes too early. Trophies, followers, grades, income. Masters don't measure that first. They look at error rate, tempo stability, whether today's attempt was 2% cleaner than yesterday's. At the centre of skill development is deliberate practice. Not just repetition, but targeted repetition with feedback. Shooting 300 basketball shots casually isn't the same as taking 50 shots from the exact same left spot corner while tracking your arc and foot placement. The pattern is simple. Isolate one component, slow it down, repeat it correctly, get immediate feedback, adjust, repeat again. A violinist might spend 40 minutes on a 12-second passage. A programmer might rewrite the same 30 lines of code 3 times just to cut execution time by 15%. The brain responds to precision. When mistakes are caught and corrected quickly, neural circuits recognise. Over weeks, what used to take full concentration starts to run automatically. That's when movements feel smooth and decisions feel instant. There's a phase where progress feels like it stops. At the beginning, it's fast. In the first 20 hours of learning a language, you might memorise 500 words. Then, the next 200 hours feel slower, less visible. This is where most people quit. The big leaps turn into marginal gains. 1% faster, 1% more accurate, that's it. But those small percentages add up. Improve something by 1% each day for 100 days, and the total shift is dramatic. Elite performers expect this phase. They expect the boredom of 7:30 a.m. drills. They expect to repeat the same movement 1,000 times. The turning point isn't a breakthrough, it's staying when the novelty has worn off. Effort alone doesn't guarantee improvement. Practice the wrong technique for 3 years and you won't get mastery, you'll get deeply ingrained in mistakes. A golfer who grips the club incorrectly for 10,000 swings builds a stable pattern. It's just the wrong one. That's where feedback comes in. Coaches, mentors, slow motion videos, performance metrics, those expose blind spots. Without them, confidence can grow while competence stalls. And then there's burnout. The brain has limits. Research on high performers, from violinists to chess players, shows focused practice rarely goes beyond 4 to 5 hours. Push past that, and error rates rise, repetition drops. Mastery needs intensity, but it also needs recovery. Sleep, rest, space. When someone truly masters a skill, you see it ripple outward. A surgeon who has performed 1,200 procedures lowers complication rates. A pilot with 8,000 flight hours stays calm in turbulence at 30,000 feet. A software engineer who's debugged hundreds of systems spots a flaw in minutes instead of days. Mastery compresses time. Tasks that once took 3 hours shrink to 20 minutes. Decisions that once required long deliberation happen in seconds. That efficiency creates leverage. More output, fewer errors, greater confidence. and something else shifts internally because competence lowers anxiety. If you've rehearsed a presentation 15 times, your heart rate at 9 AM is steadier. If you've solved 500 similar maths problems, the exam feels familiar, not threatening. Skill changes how the world feels. If you want to master a skill, stop asking how long it's going to take. Ask, how many quality repetitions can you stack? Think in sessions, not fantasies. 30 focus minutes today, 40 tomorrow. Track attempts, not moves. Pick a specific sub-skill. Break it into measurable parts. Get feedback quickly. Rest on purpose, then repeat. Do that hundreds of times, then thousands. Mastery isn't a lightning strike. It's laying bricks. One brick feels small, almost insignificant. Stack 10,000 of them carefully with alignment and patience, and you'll end up with a cathedral. People we call talented usually just started stacking earlier, and they didn't stop when the work started feeling ordinary.